Hey there, YouTubers, coming back at you. This time we're going to do a how-to video. And as you can see, I've got one of my Bachmann DCC remote turnouts that we're going to look at. In this case, it's the Bachmann 44130, and that's a left-hand turnout. I also have a Y turnout that I'm going to demonstrate, but I don't know what the part number is on that one. So, got a very basic, test set up here. So first of all, there's the Y. You can see there's the manual throw right there for it. And over here, there's the left-hand turnout. And again, there's the manual throw right there in the center. So what I did was I put together a very small piece of track just to demonstrate the Y and the left hand. And I'm going to show you how to program these and throw them with a Dynamis controller. So there's my Dynamis right there. And, there's the receiver. So, the reason why I am putting this video together, and I hope I can help somebody else out there, is that after investing, I believe these were about $50 each back when I was actually investing in Bachmann products and Easy Track. I spent $50 on them, got these instructions, and nowhere on these instructions will it demonstrate how to program these tracks if you have a Dynamis controller. These instructions will only work if you have the Bachmann Easy Command, like cheapo unit that has a knob on it that looks like it's from the 1970s. I'm not sure what the name of it is or the nomenclature of it, but if you've been around in the hobby for a little while or just getting started, you're probably familiar with what I'm talking about. It's a small controller. It's got like an analog knob on it, about 10 function keys. It does do basic DCC functionality, and that's what these instructions refer to. If you've made the investment in their Dynamis product, which is their premier product, that's the expensive unit for Bachmann. It's got a lot of feature and functionality, and I've done an extensive review on this. If you're interested in it, I did a pretty solid review on this device, so you should take a look at that on my channel. But nonetheless, demonstrating that this company does not have their act together, their premier unit that they try to sell and push, which is Dynamis, is not reflected in the instructions for these DCC turnouts. And I bought these about 2 years ago. I'm sorry I haven't posted the video in all that time, but when I first got it, I must have scoured the internet for 4 hours trying to find out how to program these things. If you follow the instructions, you will just become repeatedly infuriated as you try different combinations of buttons referencing the directions. The directions or the instructions in here will not avail you. You might as well throw them out if you are using Dynamis. I had stumbled on a web post after hours and hours of diligent searching a few years back on how to do this. I committed it to memory. Perhaps there's better instructions out there now, but I'm going to slap this together in a video, and hopefully I can help somebody else. So let's just review what we've got one more time. So we've got the straight track. There's a couple of locomotives over there we're going to try with. Here is the left-hand turnout. Important to note, manual throw. And I also want to show you here in the center is a toggle button. And Bachmann provides a small circular knockout that's the same color as the gray Easy Track, that once this device is programmed, you could put that gray on circular knockout on top of there to camouflage it. Nice idea, but Easy Track looks so atrocious in the first place, I'm not so sure that anybody's really going to be concerned about covering that up. But I digress. If you look at the Y, it's the same exact principle. You've got the manual throw, and there's that little divot right there. I have another unit here that I will turn over, and I'll show you. There's the electronics on there that actually make this happen. That's where the throw is, and the DCC chip is embedded in there. So it is true DCC, and it does work. Now, if you look at some of my other videos, you'll see me complaining about the reliability of these E-Track. I still say the same thing. It's deplorable. But as far as the DCC functionality itself goes, it's very reliable. It throws it all the time. But whether I am manually throwing EZ-Track or using DCC, my results are the same. Derailments. And that's all I'll say on that. You know, I've got other videos that attest to this as well. So let's just get into, you know, if you have decided to make the investment in this, or if you've got the, you know, some of this equipment and you're having problems, I'm going to show you how to do this. So the first thing we're going to do is go to our Dynamis Controller, and we need to program these tracks. So it's actually very simple once you understand how to do it. But as I said, the instructions that come with the tracks will not tell you how to do this. The book that comes with the Dynamis Controller, it also will not tell you how to do this. So here we go. We'll take a shot at this. So right now, I'm in locomotive mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to switch to track control with this button. So now I'm in track control. And just for argument's sake, I'm starting with accessory 10. We're going to do the left-hand turn as 10, and we will do the Y as 20. And let me show you how we're going to do that. So let me go back to 10, because that's what my target is. I would like to make that left-hand turn 10. So what we're going to do is we've got our controller set to 10. We're going to come to the left-hand turnout, and we're going to depress this button for 4 seconds. It should make the track toggle 4 times. I believe it's 4 times, or maybe it's only twice. Well, we'll see in a moment. Depressing. All right, so it was 2. Then I let go. Now it's in program mode. I've got it set here on the Dynamis Controller to accessory position 10. All that needs to be done, and this is the missing ingredient from all of the instructions I've been able to find, is just throw the toggle. So you can see right now it's straight. So we're going to throw the toggle. You heard the 4 clicks. It went back, it shifted 4 times, and now it has been set. It set itself to accessory position 10. So let's do this on the Y now. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. I'm going to come up to accessory position 20. Come to the Y. Find our little button. I'm going to depress it to put it into program mode. Alright, so now it's in program mode. Again, I come back to the Dynamis. Our target is accessory position 20. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the accessory, and that should lock it in to 20. But this time, instead of pressing the button, I'm going to put the camera right here. So now I am pressing now. So now you see it goes back and forth 4 times. It should have accepted position 20. So let's test it out. I will see if I can get both of them on the screen at the same time. So the left hand was accessory 10. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to throw the switch. See if we can see the magic happen here. And of course it didn't work. So, what's the problem? Through the magic of video editing, I will be right back. So that was actually pretty simple. You might have seen it on the screen. I must have hit the toggle one time too many, and I had it on 30. So we programmed this to 10. Let me try it out right now, see what happens. And you see, now we're open. Now I'm going to close the switch. And it's working. So now let's move our controller over here. We'll take a shot at this Y. So again, we're going to go to position 20. Oops. All right. Let's see what happens when I throw it. You can see it's working. So let me close these switches. So both of them are closed. And again, we're going to do some video magic here, and I am going to bring a locomotive online, and we'll see how this works. So stand by, we'll be right back. All right, here we go. So I brought my old, good, trusty old GP9 online. Let me apply track power here. Love that throaty sound of that engine. But for sake of this tutorial here, let's mute it. And now what I want to do is, since we have both of these turnouts set to the straight through position, let's just run the train through. So I'm just going to go ahead and accelerate. You can see we're going right through. Now I'm going to hit reverse. And what I will tell you is, just trust me for this, people, if you don't have the speed set appropriately, like if you go through these too slow, you will lose engine power every single time. The locomotive reboots, you start from scratch. If you go too slow, you will also derail. There's like a perfect speed that you have to negotiate through these. If you hit them off of a curve, they don't work. You'll derail. If your rolling stock is not high caliber equipment, you will derail. But I digress again. You can tell how I feel about this equipment, but let's actually try it out now. So, all right, so, sorry, I'm toggling a lot of stuff here. I only got two hands. So here's our locomotive. And what we want to do is try the left hand. So we're going to come to our Dynamis. We're going to go into track control mode. We will throw the switch, go back to locomotive control. And now I will bring our apply throttle and see how she does here. At this speed, it will derail, or if not derail, the motor will shut down. It will not make it through there. So let me speed it up a little bit. And there we go. Back it out. And one more time. And it's working. Okay. So, now what we'll do is we will go back to accessory control. I will close that switch. And then I'll advance to track accessory 20. And I'll throw that switch. Bring our GP, come back into train control. Hit the throttle on our GP9. and let's see what happens here. It did not derail. I'm thankful for that, nor did it lose power. And it looks like it's negotiating that fairly well. Yep. If you saw right there, it momentarily lost power. You know, that's not my GP9. It's not the. It's not my track power. I mean, it's easy track. I only got a small piece right here. That's the. That's the turnouts themselves. I've noticed it's this area over here when I was really getting into trying to identify if there was a problem with maybe something I had did, or there was a mechanical malfunction. When I actually had interest in fixing this, you know, I took a really close look, bringing the locomotives through on very low speed, and it's just a quality issue is what I would amount it to be. So whether it's unpowered like this one is, so you got the plastic in the middle, or if you can see on the Y, it looks like this would be like the equivalency to a Electrofrog from Pico. You know, it's all metal in there, but I'm not sure if it's actually electrified or not. But regardless, it's the same problems whether you're insulated or you're not insulated. Okay, so takeaways. This is the button that puts the track into program mode. You hold that 4 seconds. Track will flip twice. After those 2 clicks, you throw the accessory feature on the Dynamis. If it was open, you would close it. If it was closed, you would open it. It doesn't matter which. It's in that program mode, and you can go ahead and throw it, and then it will lock that in. Once that's locked in, as long as you can, you know, what you would need to do if you had many of these, you would have to record which one is which, so that as your trains negotiate through your layout, you can throw those. So that is the Bachmann DCC Turnout. That's a left 44130. I will put some additional detail in the video and get that posted up there. I really hope that this is helpful for somebody out there. And just generally speaking, I mean, this wasn't completely a how-to. I put a little bit of a review in here. You can hear the negativity in my voice. I do not recommend this product. It's very expensive. Unless, you know, you, let's say, I don't know, maybe you live in an apartment, or you have a home that you can't permanently build a layout, and you want to set up a table, you want to slap together some easy track, you want to dynamically build it, take it apart, and you want some feature and functionality like this. If you just needed one switch to run a train through, you got decent rolling stock, sure, there's a place for this. But if you were building a railroad empire, this is not the way to go. Please trust me on that. So I hope I've given a fair and balanced report out on that, and I hope this video helps you out a lot. Please, if there's any questions, let me know on my channel in the comments. I will help you out. I don't want anybody to go through what I went through figuring out how to do this. So I hope this video was useful, and stay tuned and subscribe.